As human beings, we all seek security, safety, protection. That's just our nature. We want to feel safe. We want to feel protected. We want to feel secure. Now, the narcissist, when whether and this applies to male or female, right? Whether the narcissist is embodying a female energy or is embodying a masculine energy, the narcissist would weaponize the same thing. It's the same script. These types of entities, and again, this is a spiritual issue. It's the spirit, the narcissistic spirit, and it jumps aboard a vessel that has been wounded. Just like the empath chooses to heal and use their wounds for their best interest, the narcissist chooses to blame everybody else for their issues, and so they are unhealed children who are walking around causing havoc in everybody's life. And so now they are susceptible for these entities to jump aboard. And so what happens here is that an entity jumps aboard the vessel and overtakes the narcissist free will, and the narcissist the person believes that that's who they are, that that's how they're supposed to act, but in reality they have been overcome by the spirit of narcissism. And so this is how we forgive them as well, for they know not what they do, because they have been overcome by this spirit, right? Because they're wounded and they can't they fail to heal. They fail to do introspection. They're incapable of, looking at themselves and saying, hey, I made a mistake, I did wrong, type of scenario. And so I went overboard. I regress. So with the narcissist, right? What happens with the narcissist is that the narcissist is going to, love bomb you at the beginning. It could be any type of relationship, okay? It could be a relationship with your family members. It could be a relationship with a coworker. It could be a relationship with a friend. It could be a relationship with a lover. They follow the same script because it's the same entity, it's the same energy. They do the same thing. They don't have any creativity. So they'll love bomb you, find out your wounds, your triggers, your history. They're going to want to know everything about you, and they're going to give you the experience of that which you've always wanted. So if you wanted a close friend that you always talk to and cared about and did things with them, they're going to be that for you. If you wanted a lover that you had that, teenage romance where you were talking on the phone all the time and you guys just love the same thing. You like blue, I like blue. You like peaks, I like peaks. You like to go on horses, I like to go on horses. They just like everything, and you're like, oh my God, he's the one, she's the one. Like that, yeah. That's not to say that there's not true love out there. There is true love. There is love like that exists. Okay? So it's not to say like that it isn't real. It is. But this is what the narcissist use. This is how they do the thing, right? And so then later on, they will strategically weaponize that against you. They will start to remove their energy from you. So like for me, for example, I used to, love hugs and attention, and I remember I was in NA at one time and I was like, but he doesn't hug me anymore. Right? So like that, they'll remove their energy, their love from you. If they know that you were abandoned, they'll start doing it in little tiny ways, so that you could start feeling it, and they'll enjoy it. They'll, have a sense of joy. You'll see it in their face, like they'll be happy. They'll rejoice in causing you pain, specifically if you give them a reaction out of it where you're upset and they know they're getting you upset. They love that. They thrive in that. Right? So the solution for these narcissists, once we come to the realization of what it is that is happening, we must remove our energy from them. We must not give them an emotional reaction. The reason being that this is what they feed off. And usually with the narcissist, when things are about to end, or when they ended, they'll infiltrate your personal circle in whichever way they can, so that they can tell their story, so that they can put people against you, so that they can weaponize you and say that you were the person that created all of this, that you were the bad one in the relationship, and all types of scenario, whether that's intimate friendship, mother and daughter, son and father, lover, whatever the situation may be. This is the same script that they all use. Okay? And so they'll create false narratives. They'll slander you. People will stop talking to you and all types of things, right? So in this situation, what one must do in order to heal, specifically because this is very spiritual, okay? We must remove our energy and call our power back completely. If people want to jump in the wagon about slandering you, let them. If people want to believe whatever this person is saying, let them. Because the reality is that as time progresses, it will show their character. Once your energy has been removed from the scene, you their character will begin to show of who they are without you needing to do anything. So you don't have to go and explain yourself to people or try to prove your point. You just remove yourself and go and heal, because the truth of the matter is that yours there was something in you that attracted this narcissist into your reality. Anything that comes into our reality is a reflection of our condition within. So if we attracted a narcissist into our reality, there was something that you needed to learn, whether it was to love yourself, it was or to address those wounds from childhood that were still there, whether it was to learn how to put up boundaries. Whatever it was, at the end of this connection with this narcissist, you'll be able to check off the check mark. Self love, check. Address childhood wounds, checked. I know how to put boundaries now, checked. And now you're ready to move to the next level. So, this is how we look at these scenarios when it comes to the narcissist. The narcissist is essential for our growth. We need them. We need them in order to grow. And so that doesn't mean that we stay with them. Usually we don't know that these people are narcissists. I'm pretty sure that we wouldn't jump aboard, or some would. But that's not the case. The point is that our subconscious seeks them, our spirit seeks them, so that we can evolve and learn and grow from them. So give gratitude for the experience of the narcissist, and the way to address that situation is to come to a place of self-love and no contact with this narcissist. Because when we go no contact with the narcissist, they have nowhere to look at but at themselves. So they might be able to reflect now that they don't have you in their reality anymore.